Alright, just getting everything ready. Two more moments and I will begin my statement. Alright. Good evening to those of you watching around the world. We're live on the air on jjlunfiltered.com, dgnetwork.live, as well as Twitter, Facebook, and other sources powered by Restream. So, we need to talk. We need to talk about what has been going on in the country globally for over the past few months. And I want to start with, of course, what's happened over the past week and a half with George Floyd. As many of you may have seen, the graphic images of Mr. Floyd being kneed in the neck by an officer in Minneapolis. You know what the story is. The man committed murder. The officer committed murder. The officer committed murder and he's being charged for said crime. And quite frankly, quite simply, I do believe strongly that the officers that were with him should have some sort of charge as well. Look, I'm a black man that lives in a very conservative town. Um, I also found out that the university system that I work for, George Floyd was a student at. So I know that there are a lot of people that have their own opinions, but I'm going to give mine. Quite frankly and quite simply, what we saw last week or the week before, I don't even remember at this point. It's been a run on sentence for me recently. What happened to George Floyd was wrong, plain and simple. I don't know what he did. I don't remember what he did to even be in handcuffs, but he did not look combative. From the video that we saw, he did not look to cause the officers so much pain and distress that they needed to kneel on his neck like that. I don't believe that anything that he did was worth the punishment that he got. Therefore, I do believe that the officers that were around him, even though they had been fired, I think they should all be charged. I think that they should all be prosecuted. I think that they should all serve jail time, especially the one um, that caused the death. I think that he should get life in prison without possibility of parole. He should spend the rest of his life in jail. He should never see the light of another day outside of prison walls. That being said, I have been watching for a good week now, solid week, of protests and riots and looting and destruction and unrest all across the country. Yet, here we are in Bryan College Station. We're not a huge city, we're not enormous, but we've been pretty peaceful here. But you go 70, 80 miles down south, there's unrest in Houston, there's unrest in Austin, and in San Antonio, and in Dallas. I know friends all over Texas. I hope they're not part of these protests. Well, I hope they're part of the protests, but I don't hope that they are part of the rioting and the looting. The looting needs to stop. The rioting needs to stop. At this point, George Floyd is rolling over in his grave, and he's not liking what he's seeing. I don't have many injustices in life. Have I been a victim of racial discrimination? Several times. Not to the extent that most of what you see on television or what has been reported or what gets recorded on camera to that extent, but yeah, it's happened to me before. But I'm lucky that it doesn't happen to me a lot. That being said, if you are rioting, if you are looting, if you are stealing, if you're causing destruction, if you're throwing things, you're doing some sort of violent or criminal activity, you are in fact a thug. I am using the dictionary definition. You are a thug. You are the textbook definition of a thug, and you need to stop. You're ruining small businesses. You are ruining big businesses. You are ruining places that people need to go to. And let's not forget, we're in the middle of a pandemic, which makes things that much worse because those businesses that are slowly trying to get back to work are having to go through a lot more pain. And some of these businesses may never return, and it'll be your fault. Some of these businesses that have been looted and rioted and burned down will never be able to come back again, and it'll be your fault. This isn't the police's fault. This isn't George Floyd's fault. This isn't the fault of the government. This isn't the fault of anybody else but yours. If you are watching out there and you started to loot, to riot, to cause a scene, to hurt anyone, to throw stuff at cops, you are the problem. You do not represent those that are just speaking their mind, quietly, calmly marching in protest. You do not represent those people. You are the problem. You are why this problem persists. And I don't condone it. I hope no one condones it. The same goes with the protests that were happening with the stay at home orders. Look, I'm an extrovert and I need a lot of affection. I need to be around people. I need to interact and talk and have fun. It's been hard for me for the past 2.5 to 3 months because even some of my friends, I tell them, hey, you can come back to places where I usually hang out with them. They don't even want to come back yet. So I have to wait even longer. It's making it even worse. It's gotten even worse to find the right woman. And I know that's something that doesn't really matter, but that's what I'm dealing with. But I slowly lost my mind. I'm I feel so much anger and pain and frustration over everything that's happened over the past few months, and I feel all this anger and frustration, but guess what? I'm not going out there looting businesses or uh, setting fires or causing destruction. I'm sitting right here talking to you. If you want change, you got to do it productively. And please don't give me the argument of, we've done this in the past. That's the only way people listen. No. Those who do not learn from the past are doomed to repeat it. And repeat it you have. Right now, there are protests going on still across the country. They haven't stopped. And I already feel bad for those who don't have a job right now. I feel bad for those who can't work, who have lost their business or can't really do much right now because the pandemic has shut what they have down. And I fear for my friends that live in these larger cities where these protests are happening, because who knows if these rioters go to their apartments or to other places across town and decide to loot and burn and cause destruction there. I don't want to have to get a phone call saying that Sean, who lives in San Antonio, was killed or was he had to move out of his apartment because someone decided to loot and destroy that apartment. I don't want to have to hear that. I don't want to have to hear my friends in Houston, they had to move or something like that because protesters and rioters, or well, rioters and looters decided to go and destroy their homes and their businesses. I don't want to have to hear that. We need effective change. We need smart change. You want change? Run for office. I don't care if it's a councilman spot, a mayor, senator, governor, or the president himself. If you are tired of Trump's bullshit, vote. If you are willing to stick with Trump and have us 4 more years of of the same thing, or whatever, or you believe that Trump can continue to fix it and he needs more time, vote. If you believe there is someone else in the ring that you want to put your hat on, vote. If you're a student and you're watching me right now and you want to affect change, get into areas that you can affect change, because that's the only way we're going to change the world. That's how we're going to change our communities, our states, our country. That's how things change. That's how we move forward. That's how we evolve as a society. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I understand how the family is feeling right now. I couldn't imagine how they're feeling. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I've been the victim of such horrible racial injustice, because I haven't. I've experienced racism here and there, but it's never been to the extreme that most people have felt. Um, I am going to say that I think that you do need to work on where your anger lies. Turn your anger to constructive. Could turn your anger into constructive change. Um, because otherwise, there's no other way we're going to move things forward. And that's my message to you. And I want you to understand that if you're causing the pain and destruction across this country and you can't see a business come back, it is your fault and your fault alone. This is all your fault. And you should be ashamed of yourself. I'm going to bring Mark into the conversation. Okay.
Are you there?
Hey.
Connected, but it might not be totally working. Stand by. Input. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, hold on. How about now?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sorry, I had to switch over. I'm using my headphones tonight. Yeah, I was tuning into your conversation there, so give me a moment. Let me switch some things around here and see if I can get this video to sync up. Let's see if I can do this right, because I'm wanting to do this. So if that's turned off, this should turn my camera on, and you should be able to turn yours on. Hopefully. Turn off all my HD cams and all my scenes here. Should enable it. Screen, turn off the webcam here. Okay, cam off.
And for those of you watching, my message I will cut that part and I will make it a raw feed on jjlunfiltered.com. Probably tomorrow, hopefully, if I get the chance.
I hope OBS doesn't let me not do this. Urgh. I got to disable them over. So I got to disable it. Hold on. Deactivate. That's what it is. I had to deactivate it on Streamlabs. So you might have to do the same thing on yours, so we can turn it on in the Discord. You know how to do that?
Oh, disable the camera?
Yeah, just go into like one of your scenes, the sources, or go into one of your scenes, and just run properties on your webcam, and just deactivate it. You can always reactivate it.
I'll have to import that as a new scene.
Well, on your Streamlabs, when you use it, when you have your webcam going, it's basically under your source. It'll say, your webcam, where you have the little eyepiece. Even if you have the eyepiece turned off, slashed out, you gotta double click on it, go into the properties, and deactivate it in order for it to turn on and use in Discord. So like that, it likes to. Yeah, you meant to turn it off and back on again. Hopefully, you understand what I'm saying.
I got it.
Okay.
There we go.
That should enable it to where you should be able to turn it on there. But your viewers won't be able to see it unless you put your Discord into your main screen. So you want to know what just happened to me about 20 minutes ago?
Tell me.
I got a blue screen. I don't know what the hell happened. My computer blue screened.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's like it hasn't done that since I put my new memory and video card in, my new CPU. It's like, I don't know. I was sitting there getting everything set up for channel 2 tonight, and then just was watching a YouTube video, and then just went off. I was pissed. I almost went on a rage and threw my keyboard at the screen. I was pissed. You having trouble with the camera thing?
No, I have it on.
That's attractive. That's attractive, honey. My wife over here picking her nose while holding ice cream in her hand.
Oh, of course, that's hot.
Oh, you would say that. Okay. He said it was hot. I'm on my headset tonight. Did you figure it out, or do you want me to give you a tutorial?
Well, I just need to add the...
Well, how do you use your webcam in there before?
No, I need to get Discord to show up as a source.
Oh, you're getting up. Well, I just do screen capture and just maximize the video.
Do you a dummy book for that too?
You need a Discord for Dummies book?
Look, man. Look here.
It's my wife making the suggestions, not me, okay?
Look here. Look, listen.
Just do a screen capture, Windows capture, and then you can just maximize the full screen of the window, the call window. It won't show your other stuff in the background, but
I'm getting there. Hey,
what
shut
happened?
up, Kevin.
Restream chat. Oh, got somebody in the chat. I gotta get my chat open over here. Tonight here, live here on Game Network Channel 2, we're having a little bit of a pep talk discussion here. I caught half of your discussion when you were talking while I was setting up, so talking about everything that's going on, so wanted to kind of join in. They lost it again?
No.
Now expected June 2nd through 3rd. How's it being
Post office. Yeah.
So you can go postal on the postal. Post office keeps losing our packages.
Whoops.
That's when you tell Amazon, I prefer FedEx shipping.
Ooh, look at me. I prefer FedEx shipping.
That's like that Delivery Man song. Though you might get cross if you think you're the boss just because you got Amazon Prime. Thanks, Richie. My God, how long does it take you to set up a game capture or a window capture?
Look, fuck you. It has the window, but it's black. So.
Well, right now you're looking kind of tan over there. You're looking kind of brown. Like your screen, if you can see my screen, it's like, not very lively.
Look, man.
I'm looking, but I'm not seeing anything. Heyo. What's up? It's not essential.
It's at the post office now here.
Well, the post office is so behind because let me look. We're turning into a 7-day-a-week organization. So, oh yeah. Speaking of, no, I'm talking to Jamie. Is there any way I can get you to print all this off? It's the schedule.
Huh? Print what?
It's for my work schedule. It's the first month. Look, the bastards can't even spell my name right.
No, I see that.
Oh no, I got onto him, but I said, really? I said my name's not Afghani. How can you misspell that? He's like, I'm sorry.
Possible,
I'm like,
okay, we're gonna do it like this.
oh, and on here I'm marked 2. I'm marked number 2. Hey, at least now I know everybody's name now. I still had to learn half my crew. What? Yeah, I'm just gonna give it to you. Yeah, that's what I sent him. I said, man, you seriously?
Here we are. Fixed it. I'm just gonna do a full screen capture.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just do a screen capture and then pull your Discord to the screen and then just maximize the screen and then turn your camera on. Did you deactivate your webcam and slobs?
Yes. Yeah. We're all good. We're all good.
Well, I still don't see you yet.
What do you mean you don't see me?
You may have to turn it off and on. Go into Discord, turn off the camera, and return it back on.
You whore. Hang on.
It keeps going back and forth on my screen. First you're on the left, and now you're to the right.
It's
belligerent. It's not. Oh, there you go. Hang on, I gotta do my. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen,
Danny, he did it.
Hey Jay.
What? Look, man, your wife's right there.
Yeah, and she can see you.
I know she can.
She can't hear you though.
Luckily, for now.
She's dealing with Amazon right now.
Well, Amazon is a hoe.
They're giving her a $5 credit because she's being belligerent. Oh my God, they do got it. They do got a book. Discord for Dummies.
Wait, what?
Your birthday's gonna be filled with dummy books.
They got a dummy book
for Discord. Yeah.
Oh shit.
All right, hold on a second. Let me transition us over here now. Okay, everybody, here we go. We are live here with LockandLoad.game number, the network with Jay Jones.
Hi, I learned how to use a computer.
Today's podcast for your free, so one of our colleagues will deprioritize USPS for your future archive.
Say, tell them for future reference you would like to use FedEx.
Yeah, call.
I would. Oh, bully me. They don't want to hear from me. I'd be like, listen here, I'm a 5-year veteran with FedEx Ground. Let me tell you something about service and how you deliver. You guys can't even get it right. I mean, hell, your service has to come out of Houston to bring it here to us in Bryan College Station. Because every time they ship something, they always turn it into a smart post and they send it over to the post office. And the post office is supposed to direct it to FedEx, but they don't. Maybe it's what you're ordering.
Well, tell her to stop ordering a dildo.
She's ordering a book for my son.
Uh-huh.
He thinks you're ordering a dildo.
No, it's a dummy's book for you.
I wish she could hear, but I don't think the speaker. No, I mean, like, I wish she could hear. I don't think she can. I don't know if I can turn this back on and we'll be able to hear. Well, let's find out.
Anyway,
say something.
Ooh,
No, it's
Anyway,
So, as you see in the title, like I set it up for day one because I'm just going to be running DGN2 right now until I decide what I want to do with TKMS. Which would I like to, debate with you on, because I'm trying to decide whether or not I'm still going to go on or not.
And why wouldn't you?
I don't know. I guess because my this crazy schedule is completely clustered.
Well, I'll answer that for you. You're gonna need this because if you don't, you're gonna go completely insane without something to mellow your mood and escape from reality.
I mean, I don't know if you can hopefully it might clear up. There you go. I mean, this schedule is, they literally just, it's blurred out. They literally gave us the first month schedule. They sent it to us, and it's a 16-week schedule. It's not a 2-week schedule. So every week I'm going to have a different day off. Like, let me give you an example. The first week, I have Tuesday off and Sunday. The next week, I have Tuesday and Saturday. The next week, I have Thursday and Sunday off. And the week after that, I have Sunday and Saturday. So I'll be able to attend some karaoke's with you now, for the most part. But it's just my days off during the week are going to change periodically. So, but I do. It looks like every 2 weeks I get a cat right here. Look, there's a cat right here.
Look at that pussy.
Look, I'm poking. Yeah, poke that. Here.
Good luck poking that.
Here you go. Poke. What? I don't want it. I like a bottle of water, though. What are you doing? Doing her ice cream. So, let's get back on topic here. What we're talking about, or what you're discussing. While you're... Quit looking at pictures. So, did you find any other matches on Cupid?
Oh God, no.
I'm still scratching my head on that. I love how what's his name was had sized up the 80% percentage on you.
Yeah.
Kilroy did that. He made it bigger, 87%.
Fucking cocks.
Oh, Trainboy 2248 says we suck. Well, what would you like us to do? Would you like us to play Fortnite or something? Because we're trying to do things a little bit different here, I guess. Starting off, I caught half of what you were talking about, but I guess you were talking in regards to all the current status of situations going on.
Yes.
Yeah. But no, I totally agree. So, yeah, hey. That's cold, quite literally.
Look at the bunny
Yeah,
rabbit.
I'd like to hop that.
Whoa. Turn the camera off, or turn it around or whatever.
Turn it around. What's the matter? You don't want to see some old people going at it? Some old ugly white porn. Oh!
Okay, she needs to stop teasing me.
Quit staring at her ass.
Don't fucking turn it around then.
They don't turn around then.
I'm just saying,
Bye.
man.
Don't be giving them offers either. Hey, now.
That's an offer, young lady.
Yeah. Bye. This is probably the only reason. This is probably the only reason why I'm gonna get views now. Then we'll have to call it the Jamie channel.
Crazy poo.
The Crazy Poo channel.
Crazy as shit. Ha ha!
Mm-hmm. So.
Anyway, no.
Right.
What were we talking about?
Gather your thought. I guess what's going on in the world right now?
Oh yeah, all the protests, that's still going on.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So I
And
guess
then
since
and
we're
then on top of that, people are criticizing Trump for going in his bunker.
I mean,
Well, why not? Okay, if they're going to cause violent protests, we have to protect our government for what it is. We have to protect our country and keep an established form of order.
regardless of how you feel of Trump, he's still the president, and he still needs to be protected. Trust me, I don't like the man more than I can throw him, but
yeah,
no one's ordering me a dildo. And yes, I am doing a Discord stream, Kevin.
Yes, we're having. I was going to ask you that. We'll talk about that in more details, but like that. But I want to see if this is okay, or should we set up a Zoom thing?
I mean, this is fine.
Yeah, we'll see how this goes.
So, what you're seeing on my screen, this is a Twitch channel called Woke. These are live protests right now, as we talk about what's going on. And there is unrest all across the United States. Dude, as I said earlier, I don't like what's going on, right? I understand, and I said it earlier, and I said it, before you got on. I know that there are people that are angry about what is going on in the world today, especially here in the United States. But we can't have the discourse that we're having at all. We can't. And I know that it's easy to say, oh, you're feeling this way or one way or the other, but I hate. Here's my thing. I hate how our society has come to, and you know me. I haven't been the victim of much racism. I'm lucky that I work at a good job, that I get good money, that I have friends that like me just for me. Yeah. And I know my dramas are, I can't find the right girl, or find the right woman, or I can't it just, I'm dealing with my anxieties that are, bothering the fuck out of me. You know, these things that are in some ways normal, in some ways are my type of thing to deal with. But I and I apologize to those who think that I don't feel the same way as the people out, as you're seeing right here. Um,
Yeah.
I get why people are feeling the way that they feel, but let me put it like this: When are we going to? When are we going to? When are we going to affect change here? Like, seriously, when are we going to actually sit around and say, you know what? We're going to affect change, and we're going to we're going to affect change. We're going to make new laws. We're going to do this, that, and the other. How long is it going to take for us to finally say, you know what? Enough is enough.
Yeah.
You know, and honestly, I don't care if it's Trump, Biden, Obama, or whoever, but something has got to change.
Absolutely.
You know, just one time, I'd like to see. I'd like to hear Trump say, you know what? There's a huge problem around here, and we have got to solve it. We have got to put our foot down and say, this is enough. We need to make effective change. And it's not just the president. It's the senators in Congress. It's everyone in the House and Senate. It's policymakers from the top down. It's a huge problem, and I know people are going to look at me and say, well, your opinion doesn't really matter. Fine. You're right. My opinion doesn't matter. I haven't been the victim of much racism. I haven't been the victim of much injustice. I haven't been the victim of much other crap. But I've seen it happen around me enough to know that it sucks.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But
it's like this, it's like, it just shocked me that when they came out with a report about talking about, this officer's, his track record of his career, and it's like, why is his career continue to this point to where this happened? It's like all those different citations he's gotten for, complaints against people. It's like, how did he slip through the cracks and still maintain being a peace officer? I think that's the biggest thing right there. Not only does justice need to be served, to the victims and the families and those who are suffering from it, but I think that law enforcement personnel, they need to change their policy altogether on who they bring in. They need to do more, background, psychological, more determination. They need to do more than just hiring somebody and kicking them in the street and say, okay, go out here and serve and protect. Because it seems like, how this guy got through the cracks and still maintained what he did. I mean, I watched so many different videos of that whole thing, and and it's scary for me to say this because even having a father that was in law enforcement for 37 years, and of course my always first instinct was to defend the cops because cops are good guys, but at the same time it's like I had to be fair and equal about it. But as soon as I watched that thing and how long he was on that guy, it was like no.
Kevin
And
says, I read somewhere that it takes more classroom hours to be a hairdresser than to be a cop. And if that's the case, holy shit.
Yeah, but these days, yeah. Back in the day when my father was starting law enforcement, you had to have 2 years of college in criminal justice.
Like, here's
to
the
even
problem.
be considered for the academy.
Here's one thing I thought about. And we're gonna come back to our shot here. Here's what I'm wondering. Why? Because we've seen this over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
How is it that cops who commit these types of acts, who have been complained about, who have committed crimes, who have been prosecuted, how do they keep going from place to place and still get hired onto the police department? And here's the thing: the same thing. I'll put a comparison to it. Look at any active shooter we've ever looked at. I've covered on jayjoneslive. We've seen in the past 15 years or so. There's always these red flags over and over again that this guy was doing this, this, and this. So he was probably a danger to himself and others, but somehow we overlook that. How do we overlook that? Look these things as a society. How?
Yeah, I mean, you think after one disaster, after another, you think eventually somebody it needs to say, okay, enough's enough. What are we doing that we should be doing, that we need to be doing, instead of doing what we're doing? It's like, all these Go ahead.
Sorry. At what point here's the thing. At what point do we sit there and say, God damn it, enough is enough? This has gone on way too fucking long. This has gone on for too many years. We have seen so many people cause these types of problems. And I worry about it,
Yeah.
And I think to myself, well, what if that were to happen to me and my sisters and my mom? They come up and they hear that I've been kneed down in the neck, or I've been gunned down by a bunch of cops for something that was a minor infraction that turned into, oh, it looked like I committed murder or something. I worry about that, and I shouldn't have to.
Yeah,
I shouldn't have to worry about that. And for those who think, oh well, you're not going to be a part, you wouldn't do that. You're always a good person. I'm like, I try not to see it that way. I've tried to not see it that way for a very long time. You know me, Mark. I don't try to just like. I respect officers. Your father was a officer, right?
37 years.
I respect cops. I respect what they do. I understand that they go through a whole lot of shit that they don't need to go through, but they do it because they are serving the public. They protect and serve. And I've been watching TikTok after TikTok, Snapchat after Snapchat, tweet after tweet, Facebook post after Facebook post, Instagram after Instagram of cop after cop after cop after cop denouncing what these cops in Minneapolis did. And here's the thing, and I want to gauge your opinion on this. And I believe the police chief said this. I watched Sarah Seidner from CNN interview the police chief in Minneapolis and talk with the I believe was the brother of George Floyd, George Floyd asked him through Sarah Steiner, hey, what about the other 3 officers that were there? That could have stopped him from doing that. That could have pulled his knee up from that dude.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I'm sorry, Mark, but those 3 were accessories to murder.
No, yeah.
They didn't say a word. They were looking at the people that were filming. And this brings up a point we were talking about last week. You and I were talking off air last week, like, well, what about the people that were recording?
Filming,
I'm so glad that they recorded it.
Yeah, I am too.
I'm so glad that they recorded it because we see this is what's happening in real life. You know?
Yeah. But it's kind of like I said at the point, though, but...
And you were making the point of, well, why don't those guys put down the cameras, or at least 1 or 2 other people put down the camera and pull that officer off that guy's neck? The problem is, it's an intimidation factor.
Yeah.
It's an intimidation factor. Because if someone saw that and it went the other way, we run into the same problem.
Yeah. But yet, they turn around and
into what
protest.
We're seeing right now.
But yet, they turn around 24 hours later, protest, burn down a police station and several other buildings.
And I agree with that.
It's like you're willing to commit crimes and do damage and violence in the name of this person, but yet you were standing there and you could have done something, you know. So that's where I was trying to say to myself. In my opinion, I kind of feel like they basically failed themselves in the Constitution, because in the Constitution it says, or somewhere in the thing, if you knowingly know that something is wrong and you know that you can do the right thing, you are obligated as an American, as a citizen, to do the right thing regardless of the cost, whether it's your freedom or liberty or your life, to defend what is right. And let's take the whole Constitution out of the picture. Let's wipe that off. As human beings, as
right.
Christians or non-Christians, just as human beings. Let's take all of it. Let's take religion. Let's take political. Let's take spiritual. Let's take it all out. Human beings, okay. Our first instinct is fight or flight. But my thing is, if you're seeing someone else being hurt and you know it's wrong, there's got to be this little voice in your head that says, I gotta stop this.
Hold on.
Because what if it was your child? What if it was your family? What if it was your mother, your daughter, your husband, your dad, your mom?
Hold on.
Believe me.
Hold on. I have
2 things.
Soundbite here. Let me see what it says.
So what that tells me is that 2 things. We didn't have protests last night.
If anything, you can clip it all or paste it all to Discord.
We had people
pull out the window and
mourning the death of this man, George Floyd.
Change up the scene or something.
Capitalizing. His death is
and
on
I know
their hands,
that not
as
everybody's
much as it
a
is
hero,
those
and
officers.
people are.
And that is a strong statement.
I wouldn't say afraid to be a hero, but they're not sure how to react. Not sure what to do because they've never been involved in the situation.
We must.
Now, I personally have never been involved in a situation before, but there's a small fraction in every one of us that has that thought. What can I do to stop this? Yes, and you're right. The biggest factor is the intimidation factor, and that's always been the case. But I think it's time that it stops being that. I'm not saying don't respect the police, but respect the police and give them the courtesy and the respect that they need. But at the same time, they need to be doing the same. It's a both ways.
Look at that.
And yeah, okay. Where's it in Discord?
Yep.
All right. Give me
folks.
folks.
For those of you watching, hang on. Let me play this out here.
So what that tells me is that 2 things.
All right, I'm gonna copy it over here.
We didn't have protests last night.
Paste it.
We had criminal acts.
Yeah, push the enter on the right keyboard.
Mourning the death of this man, George Floyd.
And then I'll start that in just a moment.
Capitalizing.
But first, I gotta switch out the screens. So things are gonna look a little weird here,
as much as it is those officers.
But just bear with me.
And that is a
like
strong
this is our
statement.
first run
But
at
I must
this.
say
Hopefully, I'll get this all set up in the
that this
future
civil unrest
for
that we're in the midst of,
future
we
things.
must turn a corner.
All right, so
From
I'm
those,
gonna
from
swap over the
people
screen, but
who are
first I gotta
involved in
turn these
violence,
things off.
people who are involved
Eventually,
in
I'll have to
preying
develop a
upon
new
others.
screen for this. We'll have to call this. We'll have to come up with a clever name for this program.
Hold on. Actually, I can share a screen. You could probably hear it.
We can try, but I think I got. Yeah, try to see if we can do that first before I switch it. If not, I can move it over.
So what that tells me is that
I got
two
it queued
things.
up and ready.
You
We
hear
didn't
it?
have protests last night.
No,
We
not
had criminal
really.
acts.
All right, let
We
me
didn't
let me just
people-
cue it on my side. You can turn your camera back on. I'll just transition up. All right, folks. So now we're gonna watch a video here for just a second. All right. All right, it's just repeating itself, but okay. So there you go, folks.
What the fuck?
Basically, LAPD chief there. I'm not sure. Chief Moore, I guess.
I guess
Stated
so.
clearly there was no protesting. Turn your camera back on. They're
It's on.
it's doing that thing again where I got to flip it back on and off. Sorry, folks. Like I said, we're new to this. We'll figure it out. We'll have to run what to do a trial run on this and see and
Yeah.
program it right and record it, and we'll get it all worked out. What to call it? Something. So anyway, there you go. LAPD officer Moore or chief or sergeant or whatever his rank is. I'm not sure what it is. Let's see. LAPD Chief Moore, Michael Moore. Basically, death is on protesters and looters' hands as much as it is on the officers. Because what happened last night was not protesting, it was looting and capitalism. So, and yeah, I agree with his statement there. It's, we're all responsible for our own actions. I mean, my parents taught me that throughout the years is, you're responsible for your actions and the consequences of your actions, whether they're good or they're bad.
Fair enough.
That's the way it is. But
Okay.
unfortunately, society has learned to pass the buck.
So, Chancellor John Sharp of the A&M University system released a statement earlier today. We are mourning with George Floyd's family, not only because he was one of our own, as a former student of Texas A&M University Kingsville, but also because his death is truly a national tragedy. It is important we all redouble our efforts to treat everyone, regardless of color, with respect and inclusion in every facet of American life, including our university system. We at the Texas A&M University system are committed to the premise we are all God's children and deserving the same respect and protections that should be afforded every American. Chancellor John Sharp.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That is the Chancellor of the Texas A&M University system, John Sharp. Michael Young, the president of the College Station campus, released a statement earlier as well.
Yeah.
Talking
And I
about the
was.
same thing, and
Yeah.
I did not realize that he was a part of the A&M system.
Yeah. So, but I will say this though: the protests that happened here in town. Now, I had to say that was a good example because no one got arrested, no one got hurt, they didn't destroy anything. If anything, I think someone hopefully had made a video of that, and we need to find that video and then release that and post it everywhere and say, see, look at what the people are doing here in College Station, Bryan College Station. They're protesting and standing up but they're not out pillaging and looting and violating, killing, hurting, and destroying property. They're doing what the people around the world should be doing. If anything, I think the people of protesters at Bryan College Station are setting a good example, and others should follow that.
Tell me your unpopular comment, Kevin.
His unpopular comment. Oh.
Meanwhile, I'm going to read this statement from President Michael Young of A&M in College Station. Dear Aggie community, George Floyd died violently and unnecessarily a week ago today. On behalf of the entire university community, I express our heartfelt condolences to his family on Friday, which thousands of you shared. As a former student at Texas A&M University Kingsville, Mr. Floyd was not only a member of the A&M system family, but also a member of our human family. You answered here on his behalf, and we all know how much that means. Mr. Floyd was far from the first to suffer such a fate, and we all fear he will not be the last if we do not turn our words and our sentiments into action. Words alone, however, heartfelt and sincere, are no longer enough. Indeed, I have issued so many statements and grief and support over the years as the leader of major institutions that have run out of words. The grief and support are real, to be sure, but I want to join those responses with a plea to meaningful action to take seriously these concerns and attempt to address them with all the resources and goodwill at our disposal. We are blessed to live in a nation which we choose our own leaders and, equally importantly, how to hold our leaders at all levels of government accountable for the things in which we believe, for which we stand. We do not stand for what happened in Minneapolis, Cleveland, New York, Dallas, Louisville, Satilla Shores, or so many other cities around our nation. To that end, we must work to ensure that every voice in every community is heard, respected, and counted. We must work to make the promise of American democracy, of a responsive government by the people and for the people, a reality, not just a 4th of July slogan. I believe that we at Texas A&M, as members of one of the largest academic communities in the United States, have an opportunity to do our part to act to address the systemic racism and violence that is plaguing our nation. To that end, I am committing that myself and my entire senior leadership team to work closely with our wonderful student leaders, faculty, and staff, and members of our greater communities to enhance the capacity of every voice heard in our great public. There's more to it, but you can read a whole statement on um, that full statement is available on text.ag slash presyoung 0601.
If you're looking for a little bit of words of wisdom here, my brother posted something, and I think it came out of the Bible, but it's actually pretty good. I was reading here while I was listening. Repay no one evil for evil, but give thought to what is honorable in the sight of all, if possible, so far as it depends on you. Live peacefully with all. Beloved, never avenge yourselves, but leave it to the wrath of God, for it's written, Vengeance is mine, I will repay, says the Lord. To the contrary, if your enemy is hungry, feed him. If he's thirsty, give him something to drink. For by doing so, you will heap burning coals on his head. Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. My brother and I don't exactly see eye to eye on some things, but I'd have to agree with that statement. I mean, so.
Kevin pointed out, I would like to point out during 1 year of violent Hong Kong protests, China never sent the PLA to pacify or dominate the rioters. Well, that's China.
Yeah. So.
I mean,
yeah.
And the Chinese officials are trolling the heck out of Trump right now. Well,
when is Trump not being trolled? If it's not the left, if it's not the left, if the left aren't if the left aren't trolling him, someone's trolling him. So, no. So, yeah, believe me, I've been watching this and I'm telling myself if and Trump is urging the states to get control of the situation, otherwise he'll be, forced to declare martial law, and that's never happened in the history of America, as far as I know. It's been talked about, but it's never happened. But and a lot of people are comparing this to the Rodney King situation.
I don't know
It's
about
like,
that.
I mean, the difference is he was, actually brutally beaten. There was video of that, and it actually happened, and people saw, witnessed it. This situation, somewhat similar, yes, but not to the degree of the brutality. Yeah, he still died because of it. And I saw an article a minute ago. What's your thought on TMZ.com?
Yeah.
All right. According
Sure.
to this, I don't know. It's probably
Well,
it's
they're a
probably a
tabloid
false.
magazine, so.
Well, according to them, a medical examiner says George Floyd was on fentanyl, died of a heart attack.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I don't believe it.
He died of asphyxiation, according to an independent investigation.
And but here's the thing: a medical examiner can't be releasing that to the public yet. The investigation is still underway. They can't reveal information to the public, and any information that's revealed or displayed by the investigation has to be done by the presiding department of the area, which in this case is where did it happen again? What town was that?
Minneapolis.
Minneapolis. I'm sorry. It's not that I wasn't paying attention. It's just with all the different rioting and protesting going on everywhere. It's like I can't. It's like going back to the source. That's right. Yeah, Minneapolis. It's up to the Minneapolis police investigation or the FBI, if they're involved yet, to distinct that information in a press conference. Releasing it on social media like that is, yeah. Don't believe any of that stuff, but I just wanted to point that out, that things like that are being posted.
Yeah.
So,
for those of you watching, I have a stream. This is Twitch. This is a Twitch stream of Riot. Twitch user Riot has several video sources. There are 3 shots of New York City right now. He's switching through all of them. There's a shot of Baltimore. There's a shot of L.A. There's a shot
yeah, I see
of
your channel there.
Sacramento, Long Beach at the bottom, Memphis on the bottom left, Minneapolis on the center left.
Hold your screen there for a minute. I'm going to pan over that real quick so people can see what we're talking about here. All right, so we're going to pan over to Jay's channel here. I got it maximized on my left screen. Yeah, basically, this is basically what we got going on right now here, ladies and gentlemen, in the world right now is, all these people who are using different sources, I guess, Twitch and news outlets. It's amazing how all of a sudden, this has become the hot topic of the country. So it's like, I saw that meme today that said, so is COVID over or are we at halftime? It's like suddenly COVID is not the number one topic in America no more. Not saying that we needed an excuse or we needed something to, change the situation, but it's like,
yeah, it's crazy.
This
is a problem that we're seeing that needed to be addressed years ago.
Yeah.
And
We're gonna pan back to our screens here. So
I wish I wish I could say that this is I wish I could say that this is something that we should have done years ago, but we haven't.
yeah. Just to break into the action here from Dot Game Network Channel 2. I know you're used to us playing games and having fun and doing stuff here, but tonight we're kind of breaking into. I guess this would be kind of a pre-show of our upcoming events. For we just haven't come up with a name for this yet. You know, I guess this is kind of a review of things. Our review.
It's a discussion.
Yeah, a discussion or a review discussion. Yeah, we're gonna do stuff like this in the future. This is kind of a pilot episode, I guess. So, let's see. Wow, you got a comment on there. Who would you think have been a better president? It brings me back to how this show used to be at A&M. I guess you used to do stuff like this at A&M.
Mm-hmm. This is our old J Jones Live.
Oh yeah, that's right. You used to just talk about stuff, kind of like how we used to do the bear chats, round table. God, I miss those days. That was fun.
Long time ago in the days of your.
I know.
But yeah, this is the type of stuff that we're seeing all over the country, and oh my God, Mumble.
Mumble.
Oh my
you
God.
you had Mumble.
Yeah.
Man, you're old.
Man.
I thought I was old.
Oh
Wow.
my God.
Mumble. Wow. I never used Mumble, but I heard about it. Is it as crappy as they say it is?
It's pretty fucking crappy.
So, oh man. So, well,
come back to our shot here. It's insane. Yeah, well, look, you're. Oh my God, you're like maybe a few months older than me.
What's up, Kevin?
Yeah.
What's up, Kevin? I can see your stream over there too. I just have it muted. So I have to eventually get all this set up to where we can do this whole review show. But I like to, do it also too on TKM City. So, and moving forward on that, that's the biggest other topic on tonight. I wanted to kind of talk about is getting an opinion on that. Is where am I going from here? Because that's basically what the last title of my last episode was. Where going from here. I guess I've just been kind of like, I wouldn't say second guessing myself. What lies ahead. That's what I'm calling it. I called it what lies ahead. Trying to figure out what lies ahead between my crazy schedule coming up for the next 16 weeks, and then, I mean, in relation to this whole situation with the, with the whole. Wow, I can't keep remembering his name. I feel bad that I can't keep remembering. George Floyd. I apologize. It's not that I don't care.
I completely forgot his name too. So
I just so much things going on in my mind. And I'm a parent, so that gives me a pass right there. As a parent, you have so many things on your mind. But anyway, these kind of things make me, in relation to the Floyd situation, as a FedEx driver and watching. I don't know if you've seen those news clips. There was a FedEx driver in St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
He ran over a guy trying to escape because he was in fear for his life. It makes me wonder what would happen if, because there are certain areas that I deliver to, that people could protest it, and what would I do in that situation? I worry about that because there are some neighborhoods I deliver to that I tend to tremble a little bit with, and I know that's hard for me to say that because I don't think about it, but with the tension being what it is, you don't know what people's reactions are going to be.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's yeah.
It is insane.
It is, and I mean, when the first riot broke out there in Minneapolis, I was like, okay, yeah, they're pissed off, and they caused it, and then they started settling it down, and then the next day it was Dallas, and it was L.A., then it was other Miami, Florida, I think, or something like that. It's like, I guess we just kind of threw out COVID-19, and it's like, okay, COVID-19 just doesn't exist anymore. I mean, we're not gonna practice social distancing. People are still wearing their masks, but it's like,
I can guarantee you, if we didn't see a spike before, we're gonna see it now.
mm-hmm. I mean, we're not saying you can't protest. I mean, by all means, you know,
There are ways that you can
service.
protest, but
Yeah, service your First Amendment rights and uphold it. I back you on it 100%. But remember, we're still facing a pandemic.
we're still facing a pandemic. And leave local businesses alone. What the fuck did they do to you?
I know. It's like, what did that Target have anything to do with George Floyd? What did the I think it was Discount Tire or Auto Zone? What did they have to do with it? I saw that the family had come out to the public and basically asking people to stop the violence, that they were dishonoring their son by doing all this. You know,
I
what
do
started
remember
out.
when Obama visited A&M. Yes, I do remember that.
Mm,
Kevin's parents don't even want him doing peaceful protests.
well, if you feel you need to do a peaceful protest, then by all means,
Well, he lives in
recommend.
Austin, so.
I recommend that you do it, but just remember, they give you guidelines. I mean, you can download them on the internet. You can Google, protests, rules and regulations, Q's and A's, everything you need to know about civil protests, what you need to do it, and how to properly do it, and what to do in a situation. There's literally I would be surprised if there's a book on Amazon it's called Protesting for Dummies. I mean, since we're talking about the dummy book, I mean,
There's Fortnite for dummies. There's Discord for dummies.
hell, I'm gonna look it
There's
up while we're sitting
protesting
here.
for
Just,
dummies.
I'm gonna sit here and look it up. How much you want to bet it's on there? I say $5 it is. There's a book called Protesters for Dummy. Okay, protest.
Streamlabs for dummies.
Yeah.
How to turn on a fan for dummies.
Excel, economics, anatomy, sociology, bookkeeping. Nope, there's not. Well, Spanish for dummies, auto repair for dummies, home maintenance for dummies, codependency.
Codependency.
Mm-hmm. Networking all in one for dummies. Hey, I actually read that book. Cannabis for dummies.
Hey man, you gotta know how to smoke a blunt, man.
Sewing for dummies, astronomy for dummies, coding for dummies, stock investing. Okay, now I'm kind of insulted.
What?
The Bible for dummies.
What?
The Bible for dummies.
Hey man.
It's not a complicated book. You just gotta take time to understand it and read it.
Therefore, it's a complicated book.
It's not that complicated.
It's very complicated.
It's really not.
It's pretty complicated.
Maybe some for others, but
it's pretty complicated.
If you're seriously seeking faith, then that's why we need to open up those essential places called churches.
Those aren't essential.
Oh, they are to our souls, to our social survival. They are. Trust me.
It's called Stream It, fool.
Yeah, but
Plus, they have like 3 networks you can watch for that 24/7.
okay. Let me kind of not directly quote you, Genesis 2:16. Okay, it was about when God created the woman because man was lonely. Man needed a companion. Man needed a person, and he saw that Adam was alone, and he didn't want that, so he created Eve.
Kevin said no comment.
So, in essence, way back, a long time ago, at the beginning of time, God created social development for us. And basically, that's the way it's been since the beginning of time. Whether you're a believer or not a believer, so being social and being around people is essential for our survival. Whether it's friendship, romantic intimacy, or whatever your pleasure may be, we as human beings have to survive. And it's like, what is that? What does it say?
It says Floyd's Can You Breathe? It has a giant dude kneeling down.
I mean,
Wow.
and I'm not trying to get biblical
Just
here and turn philosophical here, but it's like, I think in some ways we need to reapply that in our lives. And I think that would do a lot of people good is if they really start looking into seeking the higher power. Because I don't know, it's like you'd have to watch that movie. I think you would have to watch that movie. God's Not Dead to understand it. It was a college kid who was taking, I think, this philosophy or something like that, and the professor at the beginning of his class basically asked them to basically write on a piece of paper and sign a name saying that God was dead because he was basically trying to take out the whole idea of believing in the supernatural. This one student challenges him and basically says for the next 3 sessions, he basically tells him he wants to basically put God on trial and disapprove, disbelieve whether he was not true or not. And in the end, he used philosophy and information and science to help prove his case. It turns out in the end, the professor who was so against, the belief of the higher power, turns out he did at one time, but because of a pain and a hurt in his life, he lost that. But in the end of the movie, he regained it. And I think that's what a lot of people have a hard time dealing with, is trying to understand the whole difference between atheists and believers. I mean, we're all human beings. It's just a matter of choice. Anyway, getting off, we're kind of chasing a rabbit. I'm kind of chasing a rabbit on that, but I don't know.
there's a bunny.
It's a term people use when you're talking about something and you kind of linger off into a subject. It's called chasing rabbits.
Oh, we're chasing a little bunny.
Yeah. Jay, I found you the perfect book. And you can slap me the next time you see me. And so just to save you any laughter here, I'm going to send it to you. I'm going to send you a picture of it. But just remember, I love you. And we'll always be friends.
What is it?
Oh, just wait. It'll come to you. Check your phone.
You piece of shit.
I know. But you love me.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, I was just scrolling through here looking.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what he had. Sex for dummies.
I know. Say it. I'm gonna go to. I'm gonna go to hell. Go ahead and say it. You're going to hell for it. Yeah, you heathen.
You piece of shit. Hope you're proud of yourself.
No. Hey, here's a book for Facebook for dummies. You know, my wife sent that to her. I think to her dad or her mom, or an iPhone for dummies book
Oh,
because they
that's
didn't
perfect.
understand. Yeah. There I go. YouTube channels for dummies.
So
For
you
those
suck at my
who
YouTube channel?
no.
Is that what you're saying, motherfucker?
I'm
Is that what
saying
you're
that you
saying,
and
piece of
I.
shit?
I'm saying you and I in the last month have had audio issues.
Hey, you know
We just
what? No, hold on. No, hold on.
okay,
I had one audio issue.
that's true.
One.
And then my brother had it, and then I had it. So we got it worse than the COVID. We got it worse than the COVID. The J no audio virus spread.
Look, man. One.
Okay, yeah, one time. Sorry, I'm looking at all the different dummy books here. Computers for dummies.
Oh my god. That dude had a truckload of water bottles.
Yeah, it's like, the whole thing with the COVID thing, toilet paper and water. Don't know what toilet paper had to do with COVID, but I guess you were afraid you were going to shit more than you were going to vomit, I guess.
Hey, man. Never understood that.
Alexa for dummies. I don't think she's that hard. How to fix everything for dummies? Well, the Book of Revelation for dummies. Sweet Jesus.
Look, man.
If you don't understand the Bible and don't understand Revelation, go to church.
I don't want
Go to a Christian church, not a Baptist, not a Lutheran, not any of those other ones. Don't go to a religion church. Go to a non-denominational Christian church.
Got a problem with Baptists, motherfucker?
No, I was one for a long time, but then I did some research. I did some research and stuff.
Over here calling me a boy. I'm just kidding. I'm fucking
Wait, what?
agnostic.
I was just gonna say.
Oh shit.
Medicare for dummies.
Anyway,
I'm gonna end up changing the title of this show tonight to for books for dummies. So anyway, I guess we might get ready to start wrapping and stuff here. Don't want to hang on it too long, but
let's play some
I
games.
guess yeah, we'll play some games here.
Hey, do you have GTA downloaded?
Yeah, I do, but I gotta get re-socialize my account with it. I'll have to set it up. Maybe tomorrow we can run it.
You should play some Overwatch.
It's 10:30.
Your mom's 10:30.
And there it is. Why do you always gotta bring my mom into this?
Because I feel like it.
What did my mom have to do with any of this?
She gave you birth.
Mm-hmm.
Gave you. Wow, that was a horrible mix of words. I could not English there.
No, you cannot English. I was watching some of your other videos you posted on the jjlunfiltered.
Mm-hmm.
And I gave it a thumbs up. I thought about messing with you and giving you a thumbs down.
How dare you dislike my videos?
Yeah.
Anyway, well, I want to play some Overwatch, so I'm going to do that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and turn in, but I heard your discussion. I figured I wanted to come in and join you on it. So, but yeah, maybe in the future we'll have to get this set up to where we can start doing these often. Okay, so did I lose you again?
Mm-mm.
Oh, there you are. Switch this back over. Okay, there we go. But yeah, I wanted to join you in the discussion because I know it's a big topic right now, and so. But this is definitely going to help inspire me to keep moving with stuff with the stream because I want to set up a deal. We need to come up with a good name for this kind of thing we're doing. So come up with some name ideas, and I'll come up with them, and then we'll get together and we'll vote out to see which to find a good name for this segment we're doing or what we're going to be doing. Because I'd like to, do it. It doesn't necessarily just be about news. It can be about anything. We could, or do the review things that we're going to do. Like, we pull the videos and we reaction. So. All right, man. Well, I'll let you go play some Overwatch. I'm going to go and tinker with a few things and go to bed and go back at it again tomorrow and deliver more of those packages.
Packages.
Yeah, it's slowed down a little bit. I'm still getting off at a decent time, but they say the Sunday thing is going to help make it better. But in my opinion, things are slowing down. I don't even think we need a Sunday run. I think we just need to leave it the way it is. Perfectly fine the way it is. No, some of our drivers are getting frustrated. Hell, we keep losing drivers. We lost another driver today. I'm like, and they were talking about it in our chat today. I was like, well, this would all work out if we would stop losing drivers. He didn't reply to it. I think he realized I was right. Or something, or either he was pouting. Who knows? So,
yeah.
Alrighty, well, Jay, I appreciate you letting me into the conversation, let me join in your reviews or discussion here with the Floyd situation.
All right.
So, any last final words before we leave?
That's what I can think of.
All right. Well, all I can say is to everyone, peace be with you. God bless you all, and let's just continue to move forward and get past this COVID thing and get past this, do some healing, stop protest, stop violence, stop the looting. We all need to get back to making America great again, not just Trump. I think that should be the slogan. Let America make America great again. There's a good catch, Lozen. Maybe I should send that one to Trump. Hey, I'll be like, hey, asshole, instead of saying, I'm going to make America great again, let's all do it together. Stand united again, like we did when 9/11 happened. Our country got strong when that happened. We fell and we grieved and we went through our troubles, but we stood strong and we fought and we went at, and we kicked ass and took care of things. But somewhere along the lines, after all that happened, we lost focus and fell apart again, like a roller coaster, kicking when they're up, kicking when they're down. Got to stop doing that. So, that's all I got to say. Jay, have fun with your Overwatch. I'm gonna go get some sleep, and then tomorrow, if you want to, we can do this again for like a short section of the video. We can do like the first 15-20 minutes, and then we can roll into our game thing.
All right.
What do you think? Yeah, good?
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, you take it easy, and don't forget to turn on your fan.
All right.
Talk to you later.
What's going on?
None? Shit, man.
I'm trying to see if Larry wants to queue up for quick play.
Always quick play with you.
Well, we can't play comp. Yeah, we can't play comp. You won't let us. Did you do your did you get your SR yet?
Not yet.
I'm gonna do it one more time, see if he actually joins. So weren't you playing Fortnite? Or did you like start playing Fortnite a bit ago, or was it
We
GTA?
were going to, but
Too late.
yeah.
Sorry about that. I had to put clothes in line. Ready to
Yeah, want to do a quick play? I got Jay on the line.
yeah, let's do it.
Classic, or do you want to do normal?
You know what? Either, I could probably do classics. I can get those stupid boxes I don't.
Yeah, you want to get the boxes for you know, duplicates.
I have never been so tired of loot boxes in my entire life. I opened 300 loot boxes.
Did you pay for them?
No.
I don't think you open enough boxes. I think you need to open some more boxes.
I mean, I was trying new shit, even
Now
down to the last box.
Temple of Anubis.
You need to buy.
Yeah,
You need
there's
to try
some
out.
logic to that.
You need to try out 666 boxes.
Alright, so, Jay, what should I play?
Reaper.
Roger?
Your safety is my primary concern.
So I have learned quick play is much easier to, much harder to play than comp.
But no shit, Sherlock. He just now realized that? Why did you think I was getting so tilted so often? Actually,
I mean, I just never had the chance to play. But I mean, it's amazing the difference. Like, I used to be afraid I would see a diamond. I'm like, oh no, a diamond, we're all... Now I'm like, oh, a diamond? That's it? I've seen fucking grandmasters and fucking quick... Fucking...
Oh, I thought you meant everyone is throwing in quick play.
Oh, it's not even throwing it. I mean, I got stuck with a master's level 6 stack the other day. It was fucking... Get it.
For your safety, please move behind the barrier.
I guess I'll go and try to flank him.
Where does it go?
Don't you?
Don't move.
You don't need to...
Put on my shield.
We still need you. I could use
Walk it off. Please move behind the barrier.
Fucking
Hey, JD, put on.
cocksuckers. Do what?
Did you remember to use your shield?
Yes.
I'm still new at this.
They can still easily wreck that thing, as we've seen.
Maybe.
Healing enhanced. For your own safety, get behind the barrier.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
I am not ready to be
Heroes
deactivated.
never die. Someone call the ambulance. Someone call the ambulance.
Objective lost. New defense point. Objective B.
Watch your back.
My ultimate is ready. I recommend moving behind my back.
Easy.
Yeah.
I have your back.
Someone call the ambulance.
I'm in aim.
Oh no, scary balls of spark.
Helden sterben nicht.
Much fear.
You need adult supervision.
Oh, I forgot that it was lower water.
Got you in my sights. Pass into the iris. I love the smell of health conditions in the morning.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
Oh no, you used your ult then. Too bad.
I must rejoin my team.
Fuck you! Fucking fuck you! I hope you fucking get fucking syphilis, you piece of fucker.
Quote that, chat.
System
Quote that.
restart initialized. I recommend moving behind my barrier.
Oh, excuse me. Now, hold on.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard. Justice reigns.
Got you.
Archiving combat data. Cease
I hate
your
Hammond.
resistance. You are advised to move behind my barrier.
Damn it.
Healing enough.
This will protect us.
Please move behind the barrier. Ahead of the men.
I want to switch.
Our Reaper's gonna try to flank you. He's coming from the rope.
Nano boost is ready to deploy. Halt!
Feeling better? I'm taking damage.
Nano boost administered.
Helden sterben nicht.
Thanks for the call out.
Thank you.
Pass into the iris. I've got you in my sights.
Fucking soldier's ult.
I recommend moving behind my barrier. Please move behind the barrier.
Not me, the
I love how he's getting batted by a fucking monkey. He decided he had to aggro me instead. Like, really?
Oh, fuck you, laser fire.
Archiving combat data.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
Yeah.
Oh, you look tired. For your own safety, get behind the barrier. 60 seconds.
God.
Justice reigns from above.
Oh no!
Defeat. Play of the game.
Wait, what? That's terrible.
Good job, man.
Justice reigns.
Like I said, terrible. To be fair, I probably should have gone Diva to dive the Widow. But I thought the Winston was trying to do that, right? We had a Winston, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
He should have. He should have been.
No, essentially, it's if usually if I'm playing Diva against the Widow, I'll probably be more focused on the Widow than than peeling for my team. Though I had to choose between the two.
Now arriving at Ilios.
What comp has been really busted lately in comp?
Select your hero.
Ryan Zarya.
Hmm.
What's wrong
Ryan
with Ryan
Zarya has been a really busted combination in comp right now.
Mm.
I wonder why.
Your safety
It's many-
is my primary concern.
Lucio!
Actually, whenever a couple with a bridge, it's really hard to take.
Did they buff his shield or something?
Nothing to worry about. Unless there's
Ryan?
something to worry about.
Yeah.
As Dr. Liao.
I
Because it
know,
seems-
the last thing they buffed was his CC reduction.
Well, that's probably why, because everyone's still expecting Ryan to be the bitch boy of getting CC.
Well, the trick is with Zarya, is you can actually get him into melee range.
Capture the objective.
Yeah, bubble until he can't.
Hi, I'm in A.
You're gonna run out.
You're covered.
That guy Genji behind us.
Not.
The objective
Ah.
is now active.
They had a Junkrat? Where? When do you have time to set a trap?
For your safety, please. All systems checked out. Executing flight maneuvers.
I must rejoin my team.
Enemy radar contact. It's quiet.
I recommend moving behind my valley.
No, my grenade got eaten.
I still have a job to do.
Follow through. We need to fall back and regroup.
Dude, did you want heal? I don't think you want to heal.
Understood.
I can heal myself, thank you very much.
And you...
Take your medicine. You're powered up. Get in there.
Jesus, did they use enough ult?
Time to raise my APM.
This will help.
Winston
I'm
report.
still new at this.
Can I get a little bit healing there? Behind. I
Where the hell were you? I didn't even see you at all.
behind you. You teleported in front of.
Duplicating Genji.
Best round.
God fucking damn it.
Widdick.
Score 0-1.
body seems to be adapting well to the changes, Gabriel.
This is what you call well.
What happened to
Oh.
you?
Okay.
You tell
What's going on?
Back down to
What did happen to Reaper? Wasn't he a human and then he like
5, 4, 3, 2.
Yeah.
they brought him back from the.
Round 2. Capture the objective.
did Mercy bring him back?
Yep.
bad guy.
Oh, random sleep. For the win.
Lethal force authorized. The objective is get behind the barrier.
Excuse me.
Double kill in distress.
Deine Göttin ist da.
Enemies reviving. Prepare to re-engage.
My shots find them.
I am ready.
Suiting up. Forward.
Archiving combat data.
Oh, fussy peggy fuss.
Stop right there.
Time to read my ATM.
Barrier activated. Lethal force authorized.
Enemy seen.
Огонь по готовности!
Checked out.
That's some bullshit.
I'm claiming the
Analyzing previous combat performance.
Come on.
Cover me.
Nap time.
Your clock off.
I still have a job to do.
Damage. Enemy.
Damage output increased.
objective. Confirm on
This will help.
Securing the objective.
heal up.
Defeat.
Wait, I thought I. Wait, how the hell did we get into one of the laser fire games again?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm leaving this queue just so I don't have to play with that stuff.
Double.
Yeah, so apparently here, if in a Quick Play Classic, if you don't leave the queue and you avoid somebody, he could still be in your next match.
Well, other people have to avoid him as a teammate as well.
No. Only one. I think only one of us
Welcome
has.
to Hollywood.
Essentially, if one
Well,
of
he
us
wasn't on our team. That's the.
was on our team. I think he was on our
Well, he
team.
was on the opposite team.
Select your hero.
No, he was on our team. I think.
He was on our
No.
team.
He was a Lucio on their team.
No, I thought he was on our team. No, wait, was he on?
Jack, go look at your social.
Oh, you're right.
It worked.
It's a perfect
They just put him on the other team.
mayhem.
That's true.
Just like in training. Visualize.
You just blame me for being shit. Oh shit! Do we need a shield tank?
Attackers incoming in
Mom.
30 seconds.
Well, I'm not paying you for your acting ability. Let's get moving.
Shut up, car.
Так точно.
You'll like this one.
Smoke him out of there.
I'm back.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Oh, we're playing on low ground then. Okay, cool.
Attackers incoming. Defend objective.
Oh, that.
Shit, I thought you were
what
gonna have
the
it. I didn't
fuck?
expect you to get one-shotted.
What the fuck?
I was trying to bait out the shield.
Oh shit.
Well, that's a fine. How do you
Yep.
do?
So you gotta-
I have a choke within that room next to the choke.
Oh, you really stepped
Got
in
him.
it, mate.
You should join my crew.
Jesus, Mark.
Are you quite done?
This bomb's for you. Oh, this'll be good.
Going sniper. So clearly we just need to go double, and we win. Wait, it's double sniper, triple support?
Observe the battle.
Holy dooly.
That's what it looks like.
Personne n'échappe.
Oh, that's a good one.
Here it comes.
Personne n'échappe, mon gars.
Random French noises that don't make any sense.
You won't get rid of me that easily.
It's French for no one can hide behind my sight.
If you play the Outer Worlds, there's a whole plot point in French. Or one of the companions. There's a whole side quest dealing with French.
Please move behind the barrier.
Smoke him out of there.
Barrier unstable.
Do something.
Suck a dick, Bob.
Ah, I forgot how that worked. I'm an idiot. Sorry. Forgot they reworked Sigma's ult to be really.
Observe the barrier. Barrier won't hold together. Barrier no.
Stop the payload.
Smoke him out of there.
Allow me for the damage.
If at first you don't succeed, blow it up again.
If at first you don't succeed, blow it up again.
Barrier activated. Surrender to my will.
Enemies in our orbit.
My will made real. Moving behind my barrier.
I'm on fire.
I stick up for mine.
Da-da-da-da-da. Puppy. Power.
Haha! Team.
For your safety.
Everything you're tired. You killed.
Widow, the Widow switch.
Roll tide, roll tide, roll tide. Nixie, roll tide, roll tide.
Barrier won't hold together.
I've been reported.
Why?
I don't know. I guess because I rip-tired him. Is that on the other team? Yep.
Why you gotta be so toxic, man?
Barrier is unstable.
Well, that's a fine how do you do.
How the fuck was that cheating?
Get healed.
Team up for special attacks. Nano boost administered.
Cannot be stopped. Thank you.
Wait, double rock? Ha.
Healing enough.
Exterior dawn. 2 men staring.
I think he's, you know, it's the standard. If you kill me, you're not better than me. You must be cheating.
Hell. It's high noon somewhere in the world.
I'm too old. Mother.
You know, do you remember Dr. Yurtas, right?
Huh?
Yes. Years and years ago.
You killed 3 birds with 2 stones.
Shut up, car.
How do you do?
Healing enough.
Oh, there was a cart behind me. That's why I couldn't move. What the fuck?
Get into position. Get healed.
What is that melody?
Takes a licking, keeps on ticking.
Impossible. An enemy returns.
No shit, Delta.
Jesus Christ! That puts them on a very shit.
The payload has reached.
You know what they say? You kill 3 birds with 2 stones, right?
I'll take.
Ah, Dr. Yuritas. There's a Facebook group about him.
Dr.
not-
Who?
I was a famous teacher from computer science back.
Meteor strike.
Nano boost administered.
No.
Takes
Okay.
a licking, keeps on ticking.
Justice reigns from above.
Oh, you didn't even need me. Good job.
Cast this forth.
Wow, I don't. We already never need you.
This bomb's for you.
This will restore you. With it. Team up for special attack.
Oh no! God damn it.
I will keep you healed.
Wait, did you stun him out of his ult, Sheriff Shutter?
Wait, he earth shot?
I get it. Da-da.
He tried to Earth Shot.
I must have ulted him out of.
No, I think he's got stunned before you ulted him.
Power.
Nice pick. Good job.
My will made
I've been working a lot on Junkrat, especially in death matches.
Oh, you're evil.
What? I
Why are you
especially
using
love
his shield for no reason?
love the chateau death matches.
surrender to my
For those of
will.
you watching, if you're ever in a death match and you play as Junkrat, strap a heal point, put a concussion mine there, wait for results.
I'm on enemy engagement.
Wait, you
No, I got ulted. And pinned again. Extra.
Meteor strike.
If that first you don't succeed, blow it up again.
30 seconds. Justice reigns from above. This is going to hurt.
God damn it.
Oh no, it's just me. Damn it.
It was close though.
Close to
Play of the game.
Yeah, I think he actually tried to Earth Shatter before, like, before you ulted him up there.
Double. Epic. I was only following my programming.
There you go, buddy.
Well done.
The winner prize? Not a win, apparently.
Want a voice load. Redeemable for 0 coin.
I almost got level 91. I really want to have all my progress from PlayStation come back here.
They'll never
But
do
then
it.
Blizzard couldn't make more money off of it.
Hmm?
But then Blizzard couldn't make more money.
Yeah, they could.
Traveling to Havana. Prepare to attack. Select your hero.
Alright.
Yeah, it's like, what was I talking about before? I forgot. Oh, the reason why people don't like to play, don't like it when they spam Junkrat is exactly that reason why you just put a trap and a concussion mine on a heal point.
Most
On a health
Junkrats
pack?
don't do that. That's the funny part.
Well,
Well,
because
that's
there's
like,
better ways to use the.
I mean, yeah, there
Yeah, I
are
used to
other
do it.
ways to use it, but
there are better ways to use it.
Attack commences
But
in
it's
30 seconds.
I got so many.
Your state of chronal uncertainty
I got so many.
is
Actually, did my best
fascinating,
comeback
Tracer.
from as Junkrat
I
on a
do wish
death
you'd
match.
allow
I came
me
from
to
like
study you.
12 kills
Well,
behind him,
I'm
and
pretty
I
touched
managed
by
to
your
win it.
offer. I think I'll have to pass.
I think I got lucky with a couple of like triple kills on my with my tire.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attack commences.
so Mora has the hots for Tracer.
Escort the payload.
Just there.
Alright, well, let's just.
I'm under attack.
I should probably go shield tank. Yeah. Hold on. This is really.
Want me to switch?
Nah, I got it.
When faced with a setback, we must challenge our assumptions.
This will help.
Someone help me move.
Allow.
Excuse me.
Someone's low. I can't tell who
That
it is.
changes my thinking.
Walk it off.
Enemy turret.
Payload secured. Move out.
For your safety, please move behind the barrier.
This will restore you.
Enemy turret.
I'm under attack.
Enemy turret's not gonna bother us anymore.
Barrier activated.
Enemy turret within my sight. This will heal you. You seem in need of aid. Feeling
For your safety,
Is their Tracer actually doing any? We could use an actually good Tracer.
I think you're clogged from.
Now, hold on.
Restoring you.
Our Tracer is theirs.
I need to
Alright.
recharge.
team up for special attack.
Allow me to repair the damage.
Come here and get refreshed.
We must all make
punks.
sacrifices
Get
to
off
make the
me.
Oh,
science.
they're going Oh, they have 5 DPS. 4 DPS.
Wonder my shield. Oh no. Oh yeah, you're right.
Tactical visor activated. I'm feeling unstoppable.
No, they're going 3 DPS. 4 DPS. They have 2. No tank.
That means as
I
Diva,
must
I like
reflect upon
that.
this.
That means once they fall, they have nothing to keep them on.
My will made real.
They have a tank now.
Oh, now they have a tank. Look at that.
Everyone, drink up.
Sequence.
Oh, that was a waste.
Game on.
You need to use your ult and kill.
This will end.
Why did I send that? I wanted to send a
The payload
damage ball.
moves towards our desired outcome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was an NA ult, by the way. I'm throwing.
Good job. So proud of you.
Turret sighted. Easy.
Surrender to my will.
Oh no, behind us. Go get. Watch out for the.
Enemy turret sighted.
Watch out for the
We must
Swedish
ensure the payload's
lava.
Yeah, the Swedish meatball.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say it on. I didn't want to say it on his stream, so no.
Swedish balls.
I used to try my meatball. Sure.
Anyone in need of a
When
cold
faced with a
refreshment?
setback, we must challenge our assumptions. Get into position. Regenerating
Oh no, I got
cellular
flanked.
structure.
Oh no, I'm by myself.
Wait, what?
I was by myself. That Ash behind me.
Okay, I totally misheard what you just said there. Okay.
The hell did you think he said?
He's like, I thought oh no, I'm playing with myself. Like, what?
I mean, he shouldn't. He has a wife.
Team up for
Let's
special
bring that sheep.
attack. Nano boost administered.
Huh?
I feel unstoppable.
He doesn't need any shield.
This will heal you. Injured again.
I need a doctor.
This will only
Team, freak up here. Bad guys, heads up.
Not ready. This is my will.
Do something.
Bob, do something.
There was a flaw in my approach.
Bob, tickle my pussy. Oh, fuck you, Tracer. I hope you get syphilis.
Well, that escalated quickly.
My ultimate is almost ready.
Or gonorrhea. Probably need gonorrhea.
I must reflect upon this. Group up.
Oh my god. Fuck that Tracer. I hope she gets gonorrhea.
Perhaps a new methodology is required.
God, I'm terrible. He had like 2 health. I couldn't even hit him. God damn.
Fall back, Jay. Fall back.
Fall back.
You're going in 1v6 again.
Well, get here.
Report Jay for being toxic.
Oh my god.
Much obliged.
God titty, damn it!
Ah, I knocked him off.
Might as well go in alone. Y'all fucking help me out.
settle that.
We must all make sacrifices in the name of science.
Oh, got bungos again. You guys are dropping my flies. Get out of here.
move behind my barrier. Enemy spotted. The payload stopped.
30 seconds remaining.
New beginning. New thinking.
Do not have time to waste. Attack now.
Regenerating your cellular structure. My will made real. The Mahals.
Team up for special
Oh,
That changes my thinking.
Defeat. Play of the game.
Oh my god, this was dancing coffin for a moment.
It's hot.
Welcome to Junkertown. Prepare to attack. Select your hero.
Your safety is my prime. Reinhardt, I have allocated my learning processes towards analyzing your combat performance.
What an odd compliment.
Attack commences in 30 seconds.
Is everyone ready?
No, Echo, we're not ready, you hoe.
I've stitched you up so many times, it's a wonder you can still fight.
Just some bumps and bruises.
Damn.
Nothing to worry yourself about.
Man, Brigitte's a bitch.
She is.
Was that supposed
Five,
to scare me?
4, 3, 2,
Hello.
1.
I'm in
Attack moving behind my barrier.
Escort the payload.
Let us move it. Barrier is failing.
My shield's up.
Thanks. I'm out of here.
I can't.
For your own safety, get behind the barrier.
Feeling better?
Moving the payload. Join me.
I'm taking damage. Shield holding.
Get behind.
Changing position.
So please move behind the barrier. Moving the payload to the destination.
Barrier is failing. Barrier.
You are advised to move behind the barrier.
Thank you.
I have found the enemy. Come and face.
Barrier activated.
You're powered up. Get in there.
oh, Junkrat's in that room too. Ouch. Watch out, dude. You're gonna die.
Is there yet? Hello.
Ahorita regreso.
I'm ready to route.
Get into position.
Archiving combat data.
Coming to me! Fire in the hole!
For your payload has stolen. Execute like a
Later.
I'm still new at this.
Get healed.
I recommend moving behind my back.
Ability increased.
Duplicating Zenyatta.
Yahi Parambasta Viktahe.
EMP
Hello
activated.
there. Ahlan. Hello.
Payload moving.
Barrier activated.
Gale the Mahol.
Cease your resistance.
Shield holding.
Took a second. Focus my target.
The payload's moving.
Archiving combat data. For your own safety, get behind the barrier.
Enemy in my sights.
How did he miss?
Nano boost administered.
Goodbye. I am moving with the payload. You are advised to move behind me.
Into the iris.
Fire in the hole! Error detected. I must rejoin my team. We must get the payload moving again.
Payload's moving. Let's make sure someone stays within.
Remaining.
Alright, so apparently the fair has a hard on.
Oh, that's the mental image I was.
Duplicating Farah.
Rebooting. Seconds. Please move behind the barrier.
Keep the pressure on. We can't
Get
let
back
up now.
in.
Boosting up.
Barrier activated. Error detected. 10 seconds remaining.
Yahi Parambasta Viktahe.
EMP activated. System restart initiated. Defeat. Play of the game. Double kill. Triple kill.
No, it is not the first time playing a game, you asshole.
No, you're just shit.
Oh, fuck you.
No, it's not you. It's matchmaker's shit. We should have
No, it
won
doesn't-
by
it-
now. We've lost like 4 times in a row. What is
Oh,
this bullshit?
it's because I think that it's because they're trying to average out our MMR, like our group MMR, like our group.
Yeah,
quick
but it
play.
should also have, adjustments on the side. Hey, they're not having fun because they've lost like 4 matches in a row. Let's put an adjustment to their calculated SR.
Honestly, if they want to really give us some. Let's see.
But of course, it never does that until like game 7.
And usually I rage quit before then.
Traveling.
Oh, definitely gonna rage quit this one if it wasn't. If I was already on a 4-game losing streak, I would definitely would
They
not.
changed the way that
Select your hero.
the way that SR is calculated changes every 3 matches. If you lose 3, it's more severe.
MMR or SR?
Well, actually, I'm not sure the difference. Probably MMR.
Well,
SR is the displayed value.
Well, I thought. Yeah.
I'm ready to win.
I've played a lot of quick.
Just remember, like I think my MMR is my quick play MMR is balanced off by the fact that
ain't much for waiting around.
there are times when I just quit like literally 90% of my games.
You know, it doesn't really calculate anything. You don't lose or gain MMR.
No, I.
5, 4.
Oh, don't you say that it just resets any sort of like adjustment, something like that? You're like a streak.
Round 1. Capture the objective.
Like you don't have.
If you leave, I don't know.
You have a Doomfist.
There they are.
And a Winston.
I'll let him.
Junkrat.
Damn.
You got what's coming to you. Ejecting.
I eliminated anxiety. If only that were true in real life.
Wait, what? Ah, I see.
다시 한판 해보자고.
Ah, was my aim for...
claim on the objective.
Taking off.
You best head for the hills.
I'm on fire.
Oh, I think that's what one of my mistakes I'm doing.
Bailing out. I'm not a good
Secure
loser.
the objective. I'm in the zone.
Booster on.
Hello there.
Ejecting.
Thank you. Good shot. Hey there.
Fuck you, Junkrat, you hoe. I hope you get syphilis.
Extra life.
Enemies on my radar.
Hello there. Meteor strike.
Bailing out.
Hey there.
Diva re-engaging.
No one can hide from my sight.
Defense matrix activated.
EMP charged.
Boosters engaged.
Hello there.
EMP
Ejecting.
Reality. Reality is rare. Reality
Best round.
Reality is rare.
You might not want to tell your friends about that.
Score 0-1.
All systems operational. Diva, ready for combat. All right, game face on.
Capture the objective.
What? I'm gonna have to shoot you down.
You know, we don't even have a fucking healer.
Fading out.
I'm aware. I really didn't feel like taking your healing this round.
Yeah, usually if I see that, I'd usually just straight up leave the match. If we've been this long without a healer.
Yeah, we haven't won a single match. I don't see why we won, even if we did. I'm having fun.
No, fuck that. I'll fucking leave.
Ash here.
And they say chivalry.
There was a flaw in my approach.
Hello.
Helden sterben nicht.
You seem in need of aid.
Flatter. Thank you. Thank you.
There was a flaw in my approach. A touch from afar.
Warning. Engaging enemy.
Here it comes.
Injured again.
Meteor strike.
When faced with a setback, we must challenge our assumptions. Get into position.
Hello there.
Get in there, Bob.
The universum singt for
They come from behind you. This will restore you.
Hey there.
I'm restored. Allow me to repair the damage. Allow me.
Defeat.
Oh yeah, I think I should take a break, guys. This is getting pretty.
I feel like I would have left. Yeah, I'm not leaving this streak. Fuck that.
Sorry, guys. I know we didn't win a single one. Have a good night, though, Jay.
All right. All right, folks. We'll catch y'all later.